Hello, in this video we are going to solve question number 64 of GATE 2015 physics paper. This question is from mathematical physics. The question is, the Heaviside function is defined as h of t is equal to 1 for t is greater than 0 and it is equal to minus 1 for t is less than 0. The Fourier transform of this h of t is given as minus 2i by omega. So in order to now we have to find the Fourier transform of another function which is half times h of t plus 1 by 2 minus h of t minus 1 by 2. Now in order to solve this question, we'll use the property of shifting property. For example, if we have any given function f of t whose Fourier transform can be written as f of t times e to the power minus I omega t dt. This is a general way to write the Fourier transform of any function f of t. Now we just take another function which is shifted by amount a. Then we can just, using the equation 1, we can write f of t minus a e to the power minus I omega t dt. Okay. Now we can substitute, let t minus a is equal to u, therefore dt is equal to du. Therefore we can write minus infinity to infinity f of u e to the power minus, we can just substitute this, so it will become, t will become u plus a, so I omega a plus u times du. E to the power minus I omega a is constant, so it will come out of the integral, and what we are left with is f of u e to the power minus I omega u du. Now this is a general definition of Fourier transform of any function, so we can write this as some, say, g omega, which represents the Fourier transform of this function f of u. Therefore f of Fourier transform of function which is shifted by amount a can be written as this. This is equation 3. This is equation 2. Now in the question they've asked, what is the Fourier transform of h times half of h of t plus 1 by 2 minus h of t minus 1 by 2. So we can just use this property of shifting property, so it will become Fourier transform of h t plus half minus Fourier transform of h t minus half, so it will become half times e to the power I omega by 2 times minus 2i by omega. So I have just used this property. Minus e to the power, this is half term, so here a is your 1 by 2, so a is 1 by 2, so it will become minus omega by 2 times, and Fourier transform of a side function is just nothing but minus 2i by omega. In this part your a is minus 1 by 2, therefore minus minus become plus, so it become plus I omega by 2. Now we can just write this as minus 2i by omega can come outside, so it becomes nothing but e to the power I omega by 2 minus e to the power minus I omega by 2. We can rearrange it to write it in the form just 2 omega sine omega by 2 or sine omega by 2 times omega by 2. So this is the answer. So option A is the correct answer for this question. Option A. So in this way we have arrived at this solution by using the shifting property. Thank you for watching this video.